Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to a beautiful evening in the garden. The frogs are ribbiting, making all kinds of cute noises. And
Ribbit.
Not quite like that, but
It'll be a toad.
Yeah. But we're here, and this one is Tentacular that I wanted to show you. This is the last pour that we did, which was that perimeter pour, ribbon pour around the edges first, and then a straight pour in the center. And what happened in this one was I actually got fingerlings, and as the fingerlings stretched out, they formed these beautiful fins. I can't talk tonight. Fins or flippers, or what are those? Yeah, flippers. That's what they're called on fish. Anyway, I really like that effect. So what I want to do tonight is more of that. I want to do like a perimeter pour, but intentionally trying to get the fingerlings to create these beautiful effects around the perimeter. And we are going to be using a rectangular canvas, so that's Tentacular. Almost dry in the center. We're going to be using a 15 by 30 inch gallery wrap canvas from Artist Loft, and we're going to be doing that perimeter pour with hopefully fingerlings, and we're going to stretch them out. So let me show you the colors that we're going to be using. I have taped the back and put the push pins in, and I have painted my sides and edges with some of my leftover permanent blue violet from Amsterdam. Okay, I'll show you the colors. We got a nice palette tonight. So we're using one of my favorite colors ever. This is Golden's Permanent Violet Dark. Beautiful stuff. And tonight we are using mix pour as our pouring medium. You can get your own mix pour by emailing Krista at krista8974@gmail.com and put mix pour in the subject line so she knows what you want. Krista will be joining us also at the Fluid Art Boutique in Washington, D.C. on May 3rd, 4th, and 5th of 2022. Krista's going to bring us some mix and come and hang out with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys can come. We are diligently working on our website, hoping it's going to be up this week and with a lot more information for you guys, but it's going to be awesome. Sarah Mack, Karen Dershin, Kathleen Osmore, and myself will be teaching May 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Washington, D.C. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have 3-hour classes, and there's going to be 3 days instead of only 2. So it's going to be awesome. So I hope you guys will all be able to join us there, and it's going to be awesome. It was so nice to meet everybody and give everybody hugs. So anyways, back to the colors. Permanent Violet Dark is right here. And this is all kind of on the thicker side, but not too thick. Melting into a puddle pretty easily. Okay, so that's the Permanent Violet Dark. Then we are using this lovely one over here. This is Golden's Quinacridone Violet. It's so pretty. Yeah, Quinacridone Violet. Gorgeous color, very magenta color. Not usually a color that I like, but I do like this one because it's a little bit more blue than some of the very red or pink magentas out there. And I love the way this looks with this. I think that's really, really pretty together. So that's our Quinacridone Violet from Golden. Then we have a very cool color. This is Golden's Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold, and I have added just a tiny bit of this Folk Art Treasure Gold series in Fire Opal. So we have made our Fire Azo Gold, as it were. Very pretty. Now by itself, this is like kind of a pumpkin-y sort of color. Butternut squash sort of. Not the most amazing color by itself, but this, for some reason, is amazing. It's really, really, really pretty. And this is very, very pretty. So this is one that works well with a lot of bold jewel tones. I'll grant you it doesn't look like much in the cup by itself, but working with its friends, it does amazing things. Then we have our usual suspects. We have our Amsterdam Titanium White mixed with some DecoArt Americana Decor Satin Enamels in pure white. Nice stuff. And then we have my favorite DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics in 24 karat gold. Hello, beautiful. So delicious and yummy. Amazing stuff. So I'm hoping we get some really beautiful effects layering the white and the gold in between that gorgeous Quinacridone Violet and the Permanent Violet Dark and the Nickel Azo Gold. So let's layer a cup. Oh, and then I also have some leftovers from Tentacular. I have that blue violet that I used as the base coat. I have some of the Prussian blue left and some of the turquoise left. So if we need flow extender, I might use one of those. Okay, let's layer. Let's layer for our straight pour that we're going to do around the perimeter. Okay, you're going to start with a little bit of gold. And we might end up using more than 1 cup. I'm not going to stress about it. No, I don't want to use white. Let's go with that beautiful violet. And then the other gorgeous violet, the permanent dark violet. Okay, and we're just going to go for it. Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold with the fire opal. Then we're going to do some gold. And then some white. And we're going to do it all over again. But this time I think I'm going to put the permanent violet dark first. And then magenta. Or the quinacridone violet, excuse me. And then the Nickel Azo Gold. And the gold. And the white. Should I just layer 2 cups right now? It's probably going to take me 2 cups to go around this. Okay.
I can hear the frogs now. Over the squeaking of your gloves.
I have very squeaky gloves.
I love your squeaky gloves. It's a comforting sound.
Traction. It's nice to have the texture on the gloves because you don't want to drop your cups. These are Glove Works. I get them from Amazon. Glove Works Black Nitrile H Heavy Duty. I like the large ones. A lot of you guys liked the smaller, the medium. But okay. I guess we should pour this one first and we'll see it. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Get out of here. The bug. The bugs have all woken up because spring is here. Happy first day of spring! I'm so excited about this. Okay, what do you think, HOA? Should we do the blue violet flow extender around the base coat border?
Yep.
Okay, I guess if we need something in the middle, maybe we'll do some like blue and turquoise in the center. Okay, so we're just going to pour this around the edge first, and this is going to be the flow extender or the straight pour that I'm going to do. And I'm going to come in a little bit more. Okay, so let's spread that out. Get out of here, bug.
Yeah, I've noticed that the bugs are...
Yeah, the bugs are all waking up. The lizards are too. Bunch of little tiny...
they're here for the bugs.
Yeah. Go
the whole
lizard.
ecosystem's waking up.
Go lizard. I would be team lizard.
I don't think Baxter's encountered any lizards yet, has he?
No, I don't think he's seen any yet. They're pretty stealthy. Stealth is not his game. This fly is determined to land in my paint.
He just doesn't give a care mostly. He's like, yeah, whatever. You're no threat to me. Should I worry about you?
You're right. Okay. Alright, so we have a little bit of a base coat on there that's pretty thin. And this is going to allow our pour to slide easily. So the intention this time is to do a straight pour with fingerlings going across. And I think I am going to start it about here and maybe move inward as we get more towards the center to try not to get quite so many fingerlings. Okay. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love.
Here we go. crazy about that in the center, but that's okay. So I want to do a little bit more paint than that, and we didn't quite get around because I was trying to create these fingerlings, but that's okay. I am going to fill another cup and go this way. All right. I'll get a clean cup so HOA can see what I'm doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my love.
Okay, gold, white. I'm going to put some of the Quinacridone Violet in there. Some permanent violet dark. I might put a layer of gold in now. And then some of the Nicolazo gold. And then some of the white. And then some of the violet. Okay, this time I'm going to skip that layer of gold and just go directly on top next to the permanent violet dark. Right.
What do you think about roughing out the tilting on that side before you pour the next cup?
You can tilt this out before I pour the next one.
Because it seems like when you have it on both sides, you're going to fight it running into each other. So if you tilt that one out and then the other one, the paint will be thin enough to not lose so much.
In theory, you are correct. I don't really want to do that though. Okay. Okay, so this one, I think I'm going to turn the canvas. Okay, and we're going to kind of go maybe this way as far as we can. I'm not going to be so concerned about creating fingerlings because we have a lot here, and this probably is going to be more background. All right, are you ready, darling?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. Alright, that's looking good. This one has already started to sell up, which is awesome. Okay, let's torch this. So there are some things that I love, like I really like what's happening right here, all along that gold with a little bit of Nicolazo gold and the white on top of that Quinacridone Violet. The same thing's happening over here, and I don't want to lose that. So I think I'm going to take some of this Prussian blue that I have left over and add some water. I'm just going to pour this along here as a flow extender. Okay. Now we can tilt this out. Let's see what happens. This is really pretty. These are really interesting. I like the cells that are coming up through there. And let's see, the question is, do we want to go off this edge first because we're closer to this side, or do we want to go that? I think I want to go that way first. Let's see. find the weight of the paint and just kind of walk it. You can see how that blue is thinner as it's moving faster. I'm going to go off of this edge first. Maybe stop about there and see what happens. We're going to move this around a bit. I'm going to bring this down. Go over to this side and take some of that off that corner. Okay. And I'm going to bring it back. And now I'm going to go off that top corner right there. Okay. I'm going to let this float down. Open up this top side, which is really cool. Move down towards that corner. You want to keep those fingerlings up there on the top, so take the weight of the paint back towards the middle. And let this open up and float down and go off that edge. I'm okay with losing some of that there at the bottom and opening this up more. I'm going to shove it this way a little bit. Okay, now the weight of the paint is like at the middle on that side. There's some cool stuff happening, so we're going to take this back down towards the center again. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of that quinacridone in there. There's some very cool stuff happening though. Sorry, I just gotta look at it for a second while we do this. Okay, there's still quite a lot of paint on there, so I could take off more. But I think if I do tilt off more, then a couple of things will start to happen that are already starting to happen. You can see right in here, there's some like flocculation from where it got stretched out on the white, which is interesting. I do like these lines though. I think they're pretty trippy. This part's really cool. I don't want to touch this end at all. I really like what's happening over here. This is kind of awesome with that permanent violet in the background and these lines. And this is kind of awesome. So I guess what's in question is the center part. Do we want to keep it? Do we want to lose it? What do we want to do? What do you think, HOA? Do you like it as it is? Do you think we could lose some of this? Do you think it's cool? What do you think?
I think we could lose like a semicircle towards you that way in the middle.
So taking a little bit of this off?
Yeah, but can you do that without?
Well, if I stretch it out, then this is going to get more of that flocculation.
Oh.
But we can take it down a little bit and see what happens. Let's see. What do you think about that? There's this weird color that I'm not crazy about in there. That's where the white is like on the surface.
Where?
Just sort of in this area, there's kind of like a little bit of a white haze. But I'm not going to do anything about it because I love what's happening here. I really like these. this color is beautiful, and these lines are really pretty. Lots of lines over here. This corner is really awesome. I love that with the permanent violet in the background, and then the Quinacridone Violet actually looks really red here. Interesting. And then the gold where it blended with the Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold is very orangey yellow. Kind of trippy. This part's going to be really cool when it dries. So I think we're going to leave this one alone like this as she continues to tilt it. Okay, I'm going to torch this one more time. We will be done. Or I could pour it again. Do you like it?
Oh, I like it.
You think we should leave it alone?
Mm-hmm.
So that Nickel Azo Gold is going to be good when it dries. It is going to be good when it dries. It's very pretty, especially with these colors. I just wish that there was more of the permanent violet dark and more of the magenta rather than more of the Nickel Azo Gold. But that's okay. It's all good. All good. I will show you this one when it's dry. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. And we'll see you real soon. Okay, I wanted to take a moment and show you guys the dried result. This one was Tentacular. This was that second perimeter pour experiment that we did. That we ended up with these really cool fins, which were the inspiration for today's piece. So this one was Tentacular, was a 24 by 24. Super shiny, lots of turquoise, beautiful cells. I just wanted to show you guys it in the sun and completely dry. So let me go get today's piece. Okay, here we are. This was our, I guess technically this one wasn't really a perimeter pour. More like two wandering straight pours with lots of fingerlings. But it turned out so beautiful. And I'm so happy that a lot of that murkiness that I was worried about with the Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold has changed into this beautiful shining depth. Just gorgeous layers of color with the permanent violet dark and that Quinacridone Violet from Golden and the gold and the white. Really beautiful stuff. And that's the thing about the Nickel Azo Gold, you know, it looks weird while it's wet, but then dry, it just does amazing things. Beautiful color, beautiful when it blends with everything. Interesting by itself. Little pops of yellow here and there. Very, very cool. I love this corner. So neat. Lots of beautiful fingerlings. So I think the main observation of this one, I kind of got caught up in the moment of pouring the fingerlings because they looked really cool while they were coming out of the cup and didn't really get that long straight line to go around the perimeter. So next time I will be more cognizant of that and try to stick with my plan. But you know, sometimes you have to go with the flow and do what the paint is telling you it wants to do. And I'm not unhappy with this piece at all. I think it turned out really beautiful, especially these details. I hope you guys can see that shimmer and the sparkle from the gold and that fire opal that we had in the Nickel Azo Gold. Just beautiful stuff. Very, very pretty. I think this one actually should probably go vertically. Let me see if I can make it stand up on here. Maybe not. I'll show you this way though. I think I like it better vertically like that. So, cool stuff. Thanks for hanging out with us here, you guys. I really do appreciate you being with us. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Go out and enjoy the springtime. We'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. Hi, Bax. How you doing? You listening to the wind? Who's my good doggy? Who's my good boy?
Hey, you're so funny. You're a funny boy. What are you doing? What you got there? That's your mat, so you don't make a mess when you eat.